go ahead and drop your beams so you're empty. And it's time for the Dan. Got to bring the Dan out here. The Dan has the last two. Yeah, I've got 4 out of 6. And here are the last 2. He's still sitting here lonely. I keep forgetting about him. Just checking. Sometimes I forget which ones have all-wheel drive. Alright, Cat, you gotta share this couch or this chair. Cat thinks he owns my recliner. But he's my little buddy. Follows me around like a puppy. I have a Garfield cat. Same color as Garfield. And almost as fat. Come on, Danny boy. I like this truck too. I was sitting thinking the other day, if I had to play the game with only 5 trucks, which trucks would I pick? The Dan was one of them. I like the Dan. But that would be a hard thing to try to figure out. Over all of the maps, what 5 trucks would you pick? And 2 of the 5 would have to be scouts. Because the 750 would definitely be in there. And so would the Lodestar. And that would not include specialty trucks, like the 770, because it only has 1 trailer it can pull. The only thing it's good for is a fuel tanker or pulling the rock trailers, which you'd have to have that. But there are so many good trucks that it would be hard to pick just 5 or even just 6. And I'd still like to try to at some point do an all-American or all-Russian campaign, where you just use either American or Russian trucks. The Russian one wouldn't be that hard. I mean, you'd have to start out in American trucks until you had enough money to buy Russian trucks. But as soon as you had the money, you could go over and rescue the Taiga, and then you can get the Voron, the one with 5 numbers, because those are 2 fairly good trucks on in Michigan, even though they have no upgrades. And approve that with the speed run that I'm doing, because I went and got those 2 trucks early, and they did a heck of a job over there. So 400, Dan, you're about out of gas too. But I think I'm close to being finished. Okay, somebody's in cargo management. Who is it? It would have to be up here. Nobody there, so it's got to be where I left these 2 trucks over here. So let's go to the twin steer and get it out of here. Forward. Oh, you're out of gas. Forgot about that. But the Kodiak has some to spare. Not that much, but there we go. Ah, so he was causing the problems. And the twin steer. Okay, already shut that one down. Oh, doo-doo-doo. Well, shoot, I forgot who I was driving. Come on, map. Oh, I was driving to Dan. Where is the Dan? That's the problem with having too many trucks out here. You lose track of what you're driving. So if any of y'all play the Long Dark, I heard today that they made the Dark Walker a permanent thing, so you can play in that mode. So I can go back and try to get all 10 campfires. 7 was the most I could get. So that'll be pretty cool trying that again. I think I'll give it a break though and then try it maybe in a month, because it aggravated me so. Oh, and I did get Subnautica working. So I will be playing Subnautica at some point. Actually was able to log into it and haven't done anything with it yet, because I want to do that on a live stream. Yeah, idiot playing Subnautica. That'd be a pretty good title. So let's see how the Dan does without a big trailer on the back. Want to become famous? No, not really. Not with buying subs and stuff like that. To me, that's kind of like cheating. Let's attach you right there. I don't know about y'all, but to me it seems like when you attach the winch to the side of the truck and you pull forward, the winch has more power. Than it does if you just attach it to the front. No leaks. There's got to be a big rock right there. Yeah, right there I see it. I couldn't see it the first time I come through. At nighttime, it's hard to see anything in front of you. Cockpit camera won't work because it's underwater. That's what I wanted to see. See the splashing water on the windshield. Go around the island this time. And I still haven't dumped the International Scout in the river to see how far it floats. That's a truck that would definitely not be on my list of trucks I would have if I could only have 5. I know there's some people out there that like it, but I just don't. I guess it's just my driving style, but I tip it over too much. So I use it early on in the game as a rolling fuel tank. Get over there. That's what I get for looking at the computer. Alright, so other than the small pipes, once I get this delivered over here, everything else I need will be at the rolled steel factory. I've already brought everything else up there. So I like this map, I've enjoyed this map, and I'm getting bored with this map. I think what I should have done was kind of split it up between the two maps. I guess not really bored. Bored really isn't the word. I'm anxious to move over to the other map. So what I should have done was did a couple of missions here and then jump over to the other map, did a couple of missions. Just to keep everything fresh. Should slide through there pretty good. Still a beautiful map though. And I hope that they get the crafting sorted out so that you can manually load stuff. Auto load seems to work flawlessly, but the manual loading has some issues. And I also haven't heard, I guess I have to wait till it comes out on the public test server, if logging will be put in the next map or the next region. They keep hinting around about it. I wouldn't want a whole map of logging, but I wouldn't mind picking up some logs every now and then. And I still need to go back and finish out Mud Runner. I have not finished that yet. Also want to do some co-ops. Uh, 59 gallons should be all right. Also like to see some first-person crane action. I think that would be fun. Jump in the cockpit of big cranes. Come on, don't give up on me now. Bob and Dan, a heck of a team. Also like to give Bob a change of clothes. I don't think he's changed his clothes the whole game. Hey, Mr. M, how you doing? I was just heading over to your channel here in just a little bit. So we are about complete with the rejuvenating the old mines. I have this load to go, and slow it down. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Got a few more. I got one more or two more loads to get from the other side of the map, and then everything else I need is up at the rolled steel factory. I just have to go pick it up. Going to be changing to a beat 'em up. Oh, come on. You can do this. There we go. The Dan does not like the big rocks. But it does better than some of the others. And it helped if I slowed my butt down a little bit. So I've got me a parking lot up here. So in case the folks that came over with you don't know, this is a hardcore version, self-imposed, and I can't recover anything back to the garage. I have to drive everything back. So I tend to end up with parking lots all over the place. Alright, so that one's done. Up, get back over. Are you on that? No, you're good. Come on. There we go. Make sure I don't jump back into it and causes damage. So who? Oh, we had the bandit. Nope, bandit. And Western Star. So we have 2 small pipes to pick up. And small pipes should be unlimited here, and they are. So activate, anchors away. Yeah, close enough. And I haven't used the bandit for a while, so figured I would bring it out, let it stretch its legs. Bricks and, whoops, small pipes. Loading platform. Uh-oh. Closer to the truck. No tipping today. I haven't flipped anything yet today, and I want to try to keep it that way. Which is amazing for me. Alright, so I think I'll let the bandit lead the way. Come on. .49X is pretty good, but when we start hitting the deeper mud, it's not as good as a bandit. Yeah, it is lucky that Dan's got a rubber frame. That works for me. It's like a bouncy ball through there. But it doesn't bounce near as much as a 770G did. 77G was a beast getting over there. Alright, I gotta stop a minute, get this sweatshirt off. Stay. Okay, I'm back. I think the wife's got the heat up, turned up too high. Okay, so we have these two items, and I need the other 5 metal beams that are at the rolled steel factory. The wooden planks that I have sitting out there, ready to be delivered. And this map will be finished. I can finally move over to the other one, which I've already scouted, but I haven't done any of them. I've done one mission, I think, over there. And that was opening up the tunnel back to this map. And I have been seriously reconsidering the no buying trailers part of this playthrough, but I'm sticking with it. I can do this. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. I still have a couple of steel that I have to clear out. All the buildings around the map here that I have to go over and take care of, because I think I'm going to need them on the other map. So I don't want to leave any supplies anywhere. Still sitting there lonely. I won't forget you. It's sitting there because I keep forgetting to come over and put gas in it. It's out of gas. Come on, a little further. Shut you down because I don't have a lot of fuel. Still concentrating because I still don't trust this truck too much. Sometimes it just takes a wild hair and wants to flip over. Don't worry, the tree grew back. If I jump maps or jump out of the game, the tree will be back when I come back. Somebody commented once saying that I was destroying trees. It's a game. Come on, power down. I still need to take this truck over to some of the other maps and see how it does in Russia and Amandra and Alaska. I figured it'd do really good in Michigan. but I haven't taken it anywhere yet. Over here it does okay. There are better trucks. So right now it's not my favorite truck, which is probably why it spent so much time in the garage. Come on. But it will be interesting to see how it does on the new path. And I think the Voron Grad up here is almost out of gas, so I'm going to save it. Save what gas it does have for the 49X. Because I do have gas cans up here. How much gas does it have? I don't remember. Oh yeah, whole tank. Okay, yeah, that's why I wanted to take it, to see how it does in the river. To see if it actually does tip. And that's why I wanted it to go first, because if it does tip, then the 49X can flip it back over. So trying to think ahead a little bit. Looked bad, but it wasn't bad at all. And I don't remember, does this carry repair points? I know it carries extra tire. Oh yeah, it's got a crate there. I don't think it carries much. Alright, so the Burton Trail. You know I'm always going to call this the Burton Trail. Go a little further out there. It's got a snorkel, it'll make it. And if not, it might even float. Actually doing pretty good. I was kind of figuring it would have already tipped over by now. Yeah, see if I see that big rock out here. There it is. So Go on the outside of it this time. At least we're going with the current. That should give me an extra horsepower or two. It's snowing. Alright. Haha. It took me out of it. Game's a party pooper sometimes. Yeah, it didn't leak. I was part of a detail once. We were testing Hummers, and we had new snorkel kits for them. So they told us to go out and go through some water. Yeah. You don't tell soldiers to just go out and go through some water and expect the vehicle to come back dry. I crossed one area and there was a picture of me. The only thing you could see was the exhaust sticking up from the Hummer, the top of the snorkel kit, and my head. That was the only thing out of the water. We got one of those Hummers so stuck up in the mud that we had to get an 88 out there to pull it out. And that's a tank recovery vehicle. Because two big wreckers couldn't pull it out of the mud. Alright. Go here. And we'll take that one. Up, up, and away. Well, so far, the Bandit has impressed me a little bit. A lot better than it did when I first got it. It didn't impress me at all. I still think it has just a touch too much power. Because in high gear it just spins too much. But it eventually gets the power down. Traction. I'm still in high. There we go. Try to keep it out of the big ruts as much as possible. Keep the left side on solid ground, and we should do all right. $17 gallons of gas, so I will have to stop up here at the maintenance trailer and get some gas. So that's not going to be enough to get up to the top of the mountain. Oh, come on, really? Tree limbs. Sometimes I wonder if the developers have actually ever been in the woods and run into tree limbs. Because here in West Virginia, that tree limb would not stop my truck. I drive right on through it. So I don't believe it's going to let me fill up my top tanks, but it might. Oh, it will. Excellent. Back it up, Bob. If you don't know who Bob is, that's Bob. He's a truck driver. No relation to the Bob that builds things. I was going through some stuff out in the garage the other day and ran across a good-sized tote that is filled with stuff that my daughter had when she was little. And my daughter was a serious tomboy, but she had some Bob the Builder. She had all of the Bob the Builder stuff. But I also found in the tote her Matchbox car collection. It's probably about 300 Matchbox cars. And I remember that girl could, at 8 years old, we could be driving down the road and she could see a car and tell you what kind of car it was, what size motor it had, whether it came as an automatic or standard, and usually what the horsepower was. She's a serious car nut. But she is going to school now for cosmetology because she likes doing that kind of stuff. And she was telling me a few months ago that sometimes she slips down to the auto repair part of the technical center she goes to, because she goes to her last year of high school half a day and then a technical center the other half. But she slips down there and she says, "Dad, I really like watching them working on the cars. I might want to do that." I think she'd be pretty good at it. But she likes racers. She likes those low riders, big exhausts. I can't figure out where I went wrong. I'm a muscle car enthusiast myself. I've had a few nice ones. And one day I hit the lottery, I'll buy me another one. Don't slip and slide on me yet until you get to the top. Alright, so I have not brought the Bandit down here with a load on it. Haven't brought the Bandit over here since the beginning of the game. So I'm not sure how it would do through here. But it seems to be doing like all the other trucks. And I've also tore this area up pretty good. A lot of deliveries out here. Where's my dot? Come on, Dot. Kind of curious how it's going to do on the rocks. I mean, those axles are really close together. But it does have a lot of suspension travel, so it might do alright. I like how they added the feature. If you hook to a tree and you start winching, you can see the snow fall off the tree a little bit. It's those little details that sometimes you notice, sometimes you don't, but really enhance the game. Makes it seem a little bit more realistic. If they want to make it even more realistic, they can add a mission to build a Walmart. Haven't seen a single Walmart or McDonald's or Burger King. Alright, easy now. Oh! Alright. Down in the low gear. I'm going to have to come out here and right this thing back up on its wheels. Canada. Never visited Canada. I would like to someday. Traveled all over the world and never got to see the two places that I really wanted to see the most, which was Japan and Australia and Alaska. Never gotten to go to Alaska. Told my wife once I want to transfer to Alaska, and she just looked at me, said, "Have fun. Send me a postcard." My wife doesn't do snow. She likes to look outside at it, but if she's got to get in a vehicle and go to work, she doesn't like it at all. Alright, back to the parking lot. Hey, I'm going to have to get some of these trucks out of here. I don't think I need this many. Alright, it's 1 or 2. Alright folks, so I think I'm about done for the evening. I will be back tomorrow night, and I think I'm doing the Long Dark tomorrow night, but what I will probably do is from 6 to 8 do the SnowRunner. And then from 8 to 10 do the Long Dark, and see if I can't get over there close to where that new map is. So if you feel up to it, come and join me. I'd appreciate it. Recover. I can't recover. Not allowed to recover. Stop engine. Where's stop engine? There it is. Couldn't find it for a second. And again, I appreciate you watching. And I will see you in the next episode, and we will finish this up and move over to the new map and the other new map and start doing some of those. And as I said before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up with the missions versus the tasks, and I won't do it like this one where I did all the tasks first and then the missions. I'm going to try to do a good mix of them. So again, I will see you in the next one. And until then, have a good one.